What's up, friends and family? My dear brother, Alex, challenged me to record some video when I'm out just doing the things that I normally do. I think a lot of people can learn new ways to entertain themselves from this. I've basically been a fan of social distancing since forever. So COVID and 2020 and all the drama has not really changed much of what I do. I really haven't felt like I haven't been able to do anything that I normally wanted to do. That could help a lot of people realize that they've become dependent on just easily accessible and easily consumed activities and entertainment. So right now I am in the mountains, undisclosed location, and I'm up here by myself. We're at just a hair under 10,000 feet. And I'm elk hunting right now. I'm out elk hunting, and this is not a hunting video, but I just kind of wanted to show, what I like to do. This is just a normal thing for me to do. I don't normally think about it as anything unusual or something that most people would be surprised by or entertained by necessarily. Maybe they will be, because a lot of people don't do this kind of thing. So I just kind of wanted to answer Alex's call to share some of what I'm doing, and I know a lot of the family and friends that I don't get to see much anymore would like to see kind of what I'm up to. So I am up here camping by myself, and I thought I would show you kind of what I do. I mean, first of all, I'm not roughing it by any means as far as my opinion goes. Samantha, my wife, is not with me, so obviously she has a different opinion. And I prefer to do pretty much everything with her, but sometimes you got to know when things just, it's your thing, not her thing, and vice versa. So we're not afraid to do, things that the other person might not be into on our own. And I think that's a good thing to do that way. Because if I forced her into coming out here and she just didn't like it and was bored, it's not that she's not tough or can't handle being out here, because she does stuff that I don't want to do for that reason. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. That's way too difficult and miserable for me. So it has nothing to do with that. Just, everybody's different. You can't try to force somebody to be who they are not. Just got back up to my campsite for a few hours, going to the place I planned to sit for basically the rest of the evening, but some other hunters were coming down the other ridge, just busting down through the timber, making a ton of noise. And so I played with them, made a few cow calls, and watched them perk up and then go stomping through the trees. And I just backed out of there. I'm gonna make something to eat and figure out a new plan for tonight. But the first time I came camping up here, this guy came up in his truck and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know if you were somebody that maybe I know, and just wanted to come say hi. We come up here all the time." He's like, "Yeah, I've been coming up here for years, and I built this right here." He was showing me where I'm standing. He's really proud of himself for building this, and I don't know what it is. It's just some trees tied to trees. I think it's kind of the beginning of something. I mean, it's all dead, so not sure what good that's for, but there is something that I did find that if he was going to be proud of anything, he should have been proud of this. Boom. That is a plywood box with a toilet seat. Oh, I'm starving. I haven't had a real meal yet today, so probably not really smart. Gotta be really careful with any fire, heat, whatever up here right now. It's been super dry. There's a ban on campfires, and the fire danger is at the highest level that it can be at. Pull that up. Turn that off. I'm gonna try to do this without hurting myself. All right. Let's seal it up. And 10 minutes. Well, that was the best meal in a bag that I've ever had. I decided to spend the rest of the daylight, which is about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just scoping out the basin on the opposite side from what I've been hunting. Well, it's almost dark. I'm going to keep my voice down a little bit because I heard a bugle just a couple of minutes ago. So it's they're definitely talking at night. I think it's still too early for them to be full rut, like going at it during the day. But I've got my bugle tube, my reed call out. I'm gonna wait for some more once it gets darker and try to call back and get some answers back. Should be fun. This is one of my favorite things about cameras because it is dark out here, but it's not going to look like it's totally dark in the camera. The sun has been down for about 45 minutes behind the skyline, and the moon is out and pretty bright, so there is some ambient light, but when you look into the trees and everything, it is black as can be. But like right behind me here, to the naked eye, it is just pitch black. You can't see any definition within those trees, but the video somehow, the sensor of the camera picks that out, and it's kind of cool. And that same thing that makes that cool with the video is awesome for taking pictures at night. So I'm going to take some pictures of the moon because it's getting close to a full moon. And then I like to take pictures out here of the Milky Way. Usually you can see really well. The bright moon is going to kind of make it not great for Milky Way. You want to wait for more of a new moon when there's no moon, basically. I don't know why they call it that, new moon. Like, hey, here's the new moon on this date, and that date there's no moon. So, I don't know. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things about coming out here. Just, it's silent, it's dark, and it's amazing. Is this gonna work? I don't know if this is gonna work. Can you see my face? It's super dark. It is dark, but the moon is up there pretty bright. I have no idea how it does it, if it's even doing it, but the moon looks awesome. So I'm gonna change lenses on this camera and take some pictures of the moon. I just woke up to the craziest sound. I'm trying to convince myself that it was a coyote. The only thing I can think of otherwise to make that kind of sound is a female mountain lion in heat. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get back to sleep. I'm gonna be up in like 3 hours. So hopefully whoever is in the woods can keep it down. I'm trying to sleep here. I got into a pretty epic battle, elk calling battle this morning with what turned out to be another hunter. So that's always fun. Luckily, at least I saw him before he saw me. I hate being the second one to find out because then you just feel even more stupid. And it's fun when you see them first and just get to watch them until they figure it out, and you both shake your heads and walk opposite directions. So I went back and just packed up my camp and then drove around the Forest Service roads for a couple hours, just I was taking pictures of deer and stuff. And now I'm back at the highway, airing up my tires and gonna head home. That's gonna do it. See ya.